Have you ever wanted to find out who is the better winger between Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi? Then be sure to watch this video till the end to find out. Today we are going to look at some of the best wingers that this planet has ever seen, and I've prepared a list of 10 wingers that I feel that they're just the best wingers that the football industry has ever seen, and that we're going to look at these names. And number 10 on my list is Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard currently plays for Real Madrid in Spain, and most people remember Eden Hazard for playing for Chelsea in the English Premier League. He moved to Chelsea in 2012 from Lille, and that he has gone on to prove himself as one of the best wingers that the Premier League has ever seen. He's full of tricks. He can dribble past even the best fullbacks. He has lots of pace and can score goals as well. Now in Lille, he managed to win several Young Player of the Year award, and this made Chelsea to sign him in June 2012. And during his first season at the club, he was able to win the Champions League with Chelsea. He went on to win 2 Premier League titles with Chelsea in 2014-2015 season and 2016-2017 season, and the FA Cup in 2018. Eden Hazard joined Real Madrid in 2019 for a fee of around 150 million euros, and I think injuries have really sort of had such a bad influence on his game, because he doesn't really look like the player that he was once at Chelsea, and that I think if he can really put his injuries behind, then I think that Eden Hazard is really just one of the best wingers that the world has ever seen. And on the international scene, Eden Hazard was able to help the to help to help the Belgian national team to the World Cup final, to reach the quarterfinals of the World Cup in 2014, the Euros in 2016 and 2020, and he helped the national team as well to get the third place in the 2018 World Cup in Russia. And this is one of the reasons that Eden Hazard makes my list of the top 10 best wingers that I've ever seen. Now, number 9 on my list is a winger that I was preparing this list and I just thought that there's no way that I can leave this name out, because when most people in the past used to think of wingers, this is one of the first names that usually came to your mind, and this is none other than David Beckham. Now, David Beckham was different from these other wingers. Most of these other wingers were full of tricks and pace and dribbling and footworks, but I think David Beckham, his game was rather simple, and that I think that David Beckham, he was blessed with such an accurate right foot. He could really send inch perfect crosses into the box. He was a dead ball specialist, corners, free kicks. Then you all had to leave them out to David Beckham because he was just the guy behind it. And I know that most of you have heard the phrase "bend it like Bex," because "bend it like Bex" originated from the way he used to play, the awesome free kicks and dead ball tricks that he used to perform, and this is where this phrase came from: "bend it like Bex." Now, David Bex, during his time, he played for Manchester United, and during his time, he was able to win 6 Premier League titles, one Champions League in the 1999, that young Manchester United team that won the Champions League in 1999. Before moving to Real Madrid, and he was part of the great Galacticos team that had so many stars in their team. And at Real Madrid, he only managed to win one La Liga title during his final year at Real Madrid. He moved to the USA, and he played in the Major League Soccer, the LA Galaxy. Then I think he also moved to Paris and Saint-Germain. Now, in international football, David Beckham was able to represent the Three Lions in the 1998, 2002, and 2006 World Cup. He was part of that golden generation that had so many stars on their team, and that he also played in the Euro 2000 and 2004. And other than football, David Beckham is such a big name. He usually does other activities outside of football. He's a UNICEF UK ambassador. He's, he has been involved in lots of charities, and he's a businessman. And he's also popular for marrying one of the Spice Girls members, Victoria Beckham. And that David Beckham scored such a memorable goal in 2001 against Greece, a last minute free kick against Greece to send England to the World Cup. Uh, just last minute in 2001 at Old Trafford, he scored such a beautiful free kick against Greece to make sure that the game ended in a 2-2 draw and ensure that England made it to the 2002 World Cup in South Korea, Japan. And this is one of the reasons that makes David Beckham to make my list on one of the best wingers I've ever seen. Number 8 on my list is Robert Pires. Robert Pires played for Arsenal. Most people remember Robert Pires playing for Arsenal. Robert Pires he played on the left wing, and they had such a great partnership together with Henry and Ashley Cole that really dominated that left side of the pitch, and that his dribbling was awesome. He was technically good. He scored so many beautiful goals. Most of you can remember. And that Robert Pires was a goal-scoring winger, yeah, and provided lots and assists, and also provided lots of assists. During his time, he was able to win the FIFA Confederations Cup in 2001 and 2003, and he made it to the Professional Footballers Association, the PFA team, 3 seasons in a row from 2001 to 2004, and he was voted the Football Writers Association Player of the Year from 2001 to 2002. Robert Pires was also a part of the great Invincibles team that went the whole season unbeaten. And Robert Pires was just special. Yeah? He was just special. He won the World Cup. He won the World Cup in 1998 in France, and the Euros in 2000. And this is one of the reasons that make Robert Pires one of the finest wingers that you'll ever see. Number 7 on my list is Mark Overmars. Mark Overmars represented Ajax from 1992 to 1997. And from 1997 to 2000, he played for Arsenal. And from 2000 to 2004, he represented Barcelona. He was a part of the great Ajax team of 94-95 that won the Champions League, and that he also managed to win 3 Eredivisie titles. This is in the Dutch league, and this is a player who was known for his speed, technical ability. He was good one-on-one, and his dribbling. And this is one of the reasons that Mark Overmars makes the list of one of the best wingers that I've ever seen. Now, number 6 on my list is a player who was once the most expensive player in the world. Is a player who dared to make a move from FC Barcelona to Real Madrid, and this player is Luis Figo. Now, Luis Figo operated on the right wing. He mostly played on the right wing, and that Luis Figo was such a highly skillful player who could really beat any player very easily. He was such a skillful winger, and that he was also a dead ball specialist. And that Luis Figo won the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in 1991 in Portugal, the UEFA European Under-17 Championship. He won it in Denmark in 1989, and that he won the Ballon d'Or in 2000, and in 2001 he was voted FIFA World Player of the Year. And that during his time at Real Madrid, he was able to win 4 La Liga titles and 1 Champions League. And in 2004, back in 2004, when Portugal hosted the Euros, Luis Figo was able to finish as runners up. They lost 1-0 to Greece. I remember that game, they lost 1-0 to Greece. Actually, they lost during the opening match. I think they played against Greece and they lost 1-0. And also in the finals, they lost 1-0. But he came very close to winning the Euros. And he's a player who was full of step overs, feints, just a highly skillful winger that the world has ever seen. Yeah, that's why Figo takes the number 6 position. Now, number 5 on my list is a player that has played football for such a long time. I think he played football till he was close to around 40 years old. This is a player who has represented Manchester United for such a long time, and this is Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs, well, Ryan Giggs has won 13 Premier League medals, and no other player in the history of the Premier League has won more Premier League titles than Ryan Giggs. He has won the FA Cup 2 times, the FIFA Club World Cup, and he's a 2-time Champions League winner. And he holds the record for the most assists in the Premier League history with 162. Now, another interesting fact about Ryan Giggs is that he has never received a red card during the 24 seasons he has played football. And that Giggs scored such a famous goal against Arsenal. I know that maybe as most Arsenal fans don't want to hear this, but he scored such a beautiful goal against Arsenal. I think he got the ball from the halfway line. Then from the halfway line, he was able to push the ball forward, dribble past a few players, then able to put the ball in the back of the net. And I think that you have to give Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs has to make the list of one of the best swingers that the world has ever seen. He had pace, he could dribble and send in excellent crosses into the box. And I know that most strikers that played for Manchester United at that time, Ruud van Nistelrooy and Rooney, they are really the beneficiaries of his awesome crosses. I know that they made the most of his excellent crosses into the box. The fourth player on the list is Neymar Jr. Well, after Ronaldo and Messi, I thought that Neymar Jr. was like the next phenomenal player to be the next phenomenal player after Messi and Ronaldo. I think that talent wise, I think that Neymar Jr. is just one of the best. I think he's just up there with the best, and that at Barcelona we had this trio of Messi, Suarez, and Neymar, the MSN, that really dominated Europe. They really punished so many teams. I think that this trio was such a frightening trio because all of them were really all of them were really incredible players. Now, Neymar Jr. is quite versatile as he can play as a central striker, a second striker, a winger, or an attacking midfielder. And in international football, he was able to win the Under-20 South American Championship, which he won it in 2011 in Peru, the FIFA Confederations Cup in 2013 Brazil, and in Brazil, Noah is the second player to is the second player after Pele with the most number of goals, and that he has managed to score 74 goals in 119 matches. And that is also a continental treble. He won the La Liga, Copa del Rey, and the Champions League. He got third place at the FIFA Ballon d'Or in 2015 and 2017, and he has also managed to win the FIFA Puskas Award, and has managed to twice make it to the FIFA Fifth Pro World 11 team. I think that Neymar is still playing at the moment for Paris Saint-Germain, and that Neymar is also like one of the best wingers that the world has ever seen. That's why he takes the fourth position. Now, number 3 on my list is Dutch international Ian Robben. Ian Robben, I thought that right behind Messi and Ronaldo, these extremely phenomenal talents. Then after this extremely phenomenal talent, then the next player on that list should be Ian Robben, because Ian Robben has been just one of the best wingers that the world has ever seen. And Robben is very quick. He's a left winger that usually plays on the right flank, and he has this move that he has this sort of move that he has to cut in from the right and shoot in with his left foot. I think this is one of the reasons that he plays on the right flank. And that at Chelsea, he was such a handful. He managed to help Chelsea win the two Premier League titles. And that he joined Chelsea in 2004 and helped them win two Premier League titles. And that he scored the winning goal in the 2013 UEFA Champions League against uh, Borussia Dortmund. And in 2014, he finished at the fourth place Ballon d'Or. And he has had so much success at Bayern Munich, where he's won 20 trophies, 8 Bundesliga titles, and 5 DFB Pokals. And that he joined Real Madrid. He also managed to represent Madrid in the 2005 season. And I think that Robben was just incredible during his time, and that very few fullbacks could really handle him. And that's why he takes the third position, one of the best wingers that the world has ever seen. Now, number 2 on my list, he's such an entertaining player. I know that most people remember him. And this player is Ronaldinho Gaucho. Ronaldinho Gaucho, well, he was such an entertaining player. This player could dance while playing football. He could, I don't know, his style of play was just random or something. Nutmegs, excellent ball control. He scored incredible goals. He could really beat any defender at ease. And that he won the World Cup in 2002 with Brazil. And that Gaucho performed so many moves in football, and that they were just incredible. And that in 2006 he managed to win the Champions League with Barcelona, and that he formed such an incredible partnership with Samuel Eto'o. Ronaldinho Gaucho is a two-time FIFA Player of the Year, and that he has managed to win the Ballon d'Or one time. He also managed to win the FIFA Confederations Cup in 2005 in Germany and the Copa America in 1999 in Paraguay. He joined Barcelona in 2003 from Paris Saint-Germain. And an interesting fact about Ronaldinho Gaucho is that he's the second player right after Diego Maradona to receive a standing ovation from Real Madrid fans after he scored 2 stunning goals against Real Madrid in the 05-06 season. And Maradona did it in 1983. Now, number 1 on my list is Messi and Ronaldo. I'm going to give these two players this first position because I think that it will be such a great injustice to football to say that one of these players is better than the other. Now, I've read so many comments. Some people in the past say that it was Messi, then later Ronaldo, and vice versa. And that there's lots of arguments out there that maybe because Ronaldo has played for so many football leagues, Premier League, Serie A, and this is one of the reasons that makes Ronaldo maybe to be better than Messi. But I think that I think that these are two phenomenal players I think that it would be a noise to say that one player is better than the other. Now, these are players that can single-handedly carry the whole team on their own, and that they've had so much success playing for their football clubs. Ronaldo playing for Manchester United, and Messi playing for Barcelona. And that they've all been successful both at club and international level. Messi won the Copa America in 2021, and Ronaldo the Euros in 2016. Messi has won 7 Ballon d'Ors, and Ronaldo has won it 5 times. And I think that some of these rankings are based on statistics individual talents and just these achievements. And that I think that these two players, I think that I'll have to give them this one position because I think that they've all been just incredible players, and that it's a tough one for even the best managers and the best footballers in the world to decide on this. Now, I just want to thank everyone for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you, and bye bye.